Now, if you've been on this page for a long time, you know me, okay? Roman Reigns and I have had a little bit of a tumultuous relationship in the past 3-4 years of him being Universal Champion. I was one of the biggest voices saying that I didn't think he should have been champion for that long, and the second half of the run was terrible to me. And it was one of the greatest things I've ever seen with my two eyes when I was in that arena when Cody Rhodes defeated Roman Reigns 1-2-3 in Philadelphia, PA at WrestleMania 40 for the undisputed Universal Championship. Whoa! But at that very moment, when the ref hit 3, my dislike for Roman Reigns erased. And you know why? Because my issue was never fully Roman Reigns. My issue was the fact that I hated that a champion was champion for that long. And Roman just happened to fit the bill. So as of right now, me and Roman are good. And then Solo Sikoa started to make me angry. Solo made me angry because he decided that due to Roman's words and the alluding of the Usos and things of that nature, that since Roman lost, Solo now had to be the tribal chief. I completely understand that, you know what I'm saying? We've had multiple different interactions where the Usos said Solo was going to be at. Roman laughed at him. Solo obviously didn't like being laughed at. I don't think anyone likes being laughed at. Solo got himself a new bloodline. He got some new gloves. He got a new hairstyle, a suit. He think he the man now. And this has been my issue with Solo the entire time. Roman Reigns had to work up to getting the tribal chief. You know what I'm saying? Roman Reigns, when he came back and he beat up Bray and Braun and he just became Universal Champion, he wasn't the tribal chief. Then he had to work up to that point. He had to win match after match. He had to dominate year after year. The group of people acknowledging Roman Reigns, let's say when he beat Cody at 39, was not the same amount of people who were acknowledging Roman Reigns the day he came back. He had to grow to get to the point where he became unstoppable. And my issue with Solo being tribal chief now, apparently, by his words, Solo didn't work for any of that. In fact, he did the opposite. This man beat John Cena at Crown Jewel and then did nothing afterwards. What tribal chief level move did Solo Sikoa make? Oh, he told the bloodline to attack Paul. Motherfucker, anybody could have did that. Tama Tonga and Tongaloa and Jacob Fatu are with Solo just off the strength. He didn't do anything for them. One of y'all find me something that Solo did to help Tama Tonga or Tongaloa or Jacob. They just came in ready to roll with him. And I listen, I'm cool with that. I support that. That's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Solo Sikoa put nobody on. But you know who Roman Reigns put on? That dude y'all be saying yeet to every Monday, Jey Uso. If it wasn't for Roman Reigns, y'all would not be yeeting every Monday night. If not for Roman Reigns, the Usos would not have been champion for as long as they were champion. Y'all got me out here defending Roman Reigns on a Saturday afternoon. The reason why my dislike for Roman Reigns and my respect for Roman Reigns are in two different entities, because while I can dislike something, I can also respect what it has done. And I'm gonna admit this, while I was in the whole run, I couldn't see much, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand any of it. But now looking back at what we had and now watching Solo trying to be a fake Roman Reigns, he's not good at it. He's not. I'm still trying to get over the fact that the man's name is Solo and he hadn't been alone in 5 years. How you name Solo? You always with a group. What? Being the tribal chief is about providing for the family. What has Solo Sikoa provided for the family? Some new jackets and some tag team championships that they're probably going to lose right a few weeks after, because everyone knows they shouldn't have beat DIY. Solo Sikoa needs to be himself. That is where he is his strongest, not being Roman Reigns 2.0. I don't care what Roman lied about. And let's walk with the narrative that Roman Reigns lied to Solo Sikoa, which I understand that. That's not an incorrect statement by Solo. Has anyone ever thought to think, why in the blue hell did Roman laugh at him in the first place? Because he saw what Cody Rhodes saw before WrestleMania 39. And he saw what I've been seeing and what a lot of people have been seeing about Solo himself. He not ready. He couldn't even beat Cody at SummerSlam with bloodline rules. Quick note, they need to end the whole bloodline rule stipulation. It's dumb. It's bad enough they did that whole, what was it called, tribal combat thing, and the biggest thing that they ran with throughout the entire interpretation of that match is saying, hey, no one can interfere. And then someone interfered, and I'm being told, no. What do you mean, no? And then the bloodline rules thing, how did Bloodline Rules help Cody Rhodes so much? Bloodline Rules, KO, Randy, John Cena, Undertaker from his press box come downstairs to help him. As far as I know, none of them are in the Bloodline at all. So how just call it No Holds Barred, Extreme Rules, anything goes, Street Fight. They have a whole bunch of names for a match with no rules on it. Don't call it Bloodline Rules, but the Bloodline always seems to find their way on the least end of the stick. That don't make any sense. Remember when one of the old SVR games and MVP had the Better Than Utopia rules? Those rules were specifically set for, I think it was Cena and Cena. I forget who the tag team partner was. It was an MVP and Cena storyline, and that was purely made so Cena could be in trouble most of the time. He had to get instead of getting the 3 count, he had to get like an 8 count or something. It was purposely made for Cena to always be on the opposite end and have the fight upwards. When has Cody ever had to fight upwards in a Bloodline Rules match? Or anybody for that matter? See, the more I think about it, the more I start to stick holes into this second half of this Bloodline story, you know what I'm saying? I understand Solo's point. Yes, in a way, Roman did lie to Solo. He said, you can be next. And then Roman came back and said, oh, nah, you ain't next. You know why? Because while Roman was at home on the treadmill, watching SmackDown every week, boring SmackDown, all the terrible SmackDowns we saw since 40, he saw week after week that Solo didn't do nothing but beat up Paul. It's Paul Heyman. Paul ain't throw a punch in 20 years. Took out Jimmy for losing to Jay at WrestleMania 40, but Solo still has not spiked himself for losing multiple times since WrestleMania 40. We didn't forget Solo was having multiple matches on SmackDown every single week. He wasn't just running through Randy Orton and Kevin Owens and... Solo has lost matches since this whole Bloodline 2.0 thing started, and still has not punished himself the way he punished Jimmy for losing one bad match at WrestleMania 40. So again, someone find me one tribal chief thing that Solo Sikoa did. He put nobody on. He got a new suit with some gloves and a new haircut. He has Jacob Fatu on his side, which anyone who has Jacob Fatu on their side, you're probably going to win. You have Tangaloa, who I still have not seen execute a wrestling move correctly. One move, a spot. And Tama Tonga, who goes, none. So fine. And that's been my problem with this entire thing. Solo Sikoa cannot walk around calling himself the tribal chief just because he was supposed to be tribal chief. That's cool. You know what this reminds me of? Solo and Roman, to me right now, have like a LeBron and Bronny kind of situation going on. LeBron James is the tribal chief, the greatest of all time. Bronny comes in. LeBron says, hey, Bronny, you're going to be on my team, on the Lakers, and you are going to run my name when I retire. Right now, Bronny just isn't ready. He's not bad, but he's not LeBron James level. He's not even early LeBron James level. He's below that, but he's going to get there. So just let him be himself first before you throw him into the illustrious Lakers franchise. For some reason, Solo was not able to go through the G League. He went through NXT and had a character. He was in NXT, I'm the street champ. Cool, I was with him. They let him talk. He was using his words. He gets onto the main roster. They take away his personality, his voice, everything from him, and he becomes a thumb. And I'm supposed to believe a thumb with a suit and gloves is the tribal chief now, after Roman Reigns has been beating the entirety of the wrestling roster for 4 years? Roman Reigns and LeBron James are simultaneous. LeBron has the classic moments. Chase down block on the Iguodala. Constant game winners. Multiple NBA championships. Roman Reigns has stacking and pinning Bryan Danielson and Adam Copeland at WrestleMania. Beat John Cena repeatedly. My GOAT, by the way. Beat every single person that walked up to him for 4 years. Every one of them failed. Roman Reigns earned the title of tribal chief. Solo ain't earned shit, nigga. Solo Sikoa, you are a Roman Reigns cosplayer. You at Comic-Con. That's what you Comic-Con. Start calling Solo Sikoa Comic-Con. That's what you are. You a cosplayer. Halloween every day for Solo Sikoa. He been playing as Roman Reigns. You not that guy, pal. You had the chance to be that guy, but they threw you in too early. Now you got a fake-ass tribal chief with a fake-ass, nut-ass, bitch-ass bloodline. Now the OG has returned to get his throne back. There's not a damn thing Tangaloa, Jacob Fatu, or Tama Tonga can do when the Usos come back either. So what are we talking about? Now it's the OTC, man. I'm off this. Oh, no, I ain't done. I'm talking my talk today. Fuck that. So we all know that Roman Reigns and Solo had the agreement that if anything were to happen to Roman Reigns, Solo will be next in line. Yes. So that means at any time in which they deemed Roman too weak to run the family, Solo would step in. So let me get this straight. After one loss, Roman Reigns is no longer eligible to defend the family. Okay. So what about 5-6 losses by Solo Sikoa? If Roman with one loss loses everything, and Solo says, okay, I'm going to lead this now, and then Solo goes on and loses multiple matches on SmackDown to multiple different people, is he eligible to be Tribal Chief? The main thing that made Solo so angry at Jimmy for losing at WrestleMania 40 is apparently that the Bloodline are not supposed to lose. But Solo has been one of the most losingest people of Losington in the history of Loserville. So when is Solo going to punish himself for losing as much as he has? Solo, he a creative loser. That nigga lost by DQs. He got pinned a few times. House shows, SmackDown, losing to LA Knight, yeah. AJ Styles, he losing to mad people. So how am I supposed to believe him as Tribal Chief when he can't beat people on a regular SmackDown with no championship, just SmackDown? They keep running back to, but Roman said. Roman can say a whole bunch of things. An agreement can be had. Let's just put this in perspective for a minute. Let's say you work at Baskin Robbins, the ice cream shop, and the manager walks up to you and says, hey, you're a good worker. I'm a little sick, you know what I'm saying? So in the case in which I have to take some weeks off of work, I want you to be the on-site manager. And you're like, oh my God, I got promoted. I'm getting paid more. I'm the on-site manager. I'm the man. I'm the Tribal Chief. And then you come back to work the next day and you just don't do anything right. You miscounting money. You drop an ice cream on the floor. You ate all the sprinkles. You just ate all the sprinkles. You didn't even know why. You just ate all of them. You told the customer to eat your shorts. You did a lot of bad things. If the manager hears about this, he's going to be like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I made an incorrect assessment. Maybe this person is not ready to be the manager. So why has no one checked Solo for not being ready to be Tribal Chief yet? Talking about some acknowledge Solo. Acknowledge Solo for what? He ain't done nothing. And I keep asking people, what has Solo done to put on his family the way Roman put on his family? And no one has said a damn thing to me. When Solo said, the Bloodline isn't about losing, he was literally pushing off of the narrative that Roman Reigns said. That man Roman got pinned twice. By Jay in a tag match and then by Cody. Solo has gotten pinned twice in 2 weeks. Solo is the Tribal Chief of getting pinned. Or how about this? Say you play for a basketball team. You're the sixth man on the bench. And you're right behind the starting point guard. He dropping 30 every night. He the man. Going to the league and everything. One day after practice, the star point guard walk up to you and like, hey man, my knee has been bothering me, you know what I'm saying? If there's ever a point where I got to sit down for a few weeks, I got to ice my knee, I can't play, I want you to start in my position. You like, I'm the starting point guard now. Let me go tell mama. We going to the league. I'm going to get signed to the Heat. I'm going to get a max contract. Airplane, I'm trying to make a point right now. I'm trying to make a point. So you the man now. You the starting point guard. Next game, you go 0 for 30. You hear me? I said you go 0 for 30. You missing free throws. You doing stupid fouls. You missing layups, missing dunks. You shooting half-court shots. You out there shooting Denzel Valentine-ass shots. You in the post trying to back somebody down, but you 5'7". You down low talking about some ball when you a point guard. In the first 5 games of you being the new point guard, as your point guard, the star is sitting down, you lose every single one of them by 30 points. At some point, that star point guard is going to be like, maybe he's not ready yet. Let's renegotiate. Let's figure something out. Why has no one done that to Solo yet? I'm going to keep asking this. What has Solo done to become Tribal Chief besides a verbal blood agreement by him and Roman? I'm asking you. Nothing. He did nothing. Let's put this, let's another perspective. I'm going to take this back years. I'm going to go music for y'all. Let's say I am the intern for Michael Jackson, prime Michael Jackson. I'm talking about Thriller. As Michael Jackson's intern, I'm helping produce, I'm helping write, I'm doing all kind of stuff. I'm getting him some water. I'm doing everything I can to help Mr. Michael Jackson. One day after recording some Heat, Michael walks up to me and says, Lafayette, I have a bit of a sore throat, so I'm not going to be able to sing on these next few tracks. I want you to sing. I'm going to be like, Michael, I can't sing. He could be like, no, Lafayette, I believe in you. I want to be starting something. I know you're going to be a Thriller. I don't want you to beat it. You rock my world, Lafayette. Your talents are off the wall. I'm trying to throw as many Michael Jackson references. I'm sorry. The point is, Michael wants me to be him for the time being. I'll tell you something. I can hold a tune. I can dance, you know what I'm saying? I can hit a little huss. I can't sing Man in the Mirror. I can't moonwalk. And I can't make a damn hit-selling album. I can't. Michael Jackson can. I cannot. I don't have those badges. So when Michael takes his leave while he got his sore throat and I'm filling in for him, recording tracks, stuff like that, he's like, oh, damn, these tracks are ass. It's not me. I don't like it. You know what Michael's gonna do? He's gonna tell me to pull a Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? What'd he say? It's time for me to bow out gracefully. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Bow out gracefully. Because I'm not ready. I gave y'all 3 different perspectives, 3 different scenarios where there was someone up here and they tried to give their level of greatness down to someone else who they thought was ready, but just wasn't yet. And all 3 of them in the same scenario decided, hey, maybe let's pivot here. Let's do something new. The person who I wanted to be in charge is not ready to be in charge yet. So one more time for the people in the back, why has no one done that for Solo? If no one wants to do it for Solo, I will. Homie ain't ready. He ain't gonna get ready until they let him be himself. But they're not gonna let him be himself because they're too far in the mindset of making him become Roman Reigns' backup dancer that they realize he just can't dance. Solo could be great on his own. We all saw that. But the moment they decided that he was Roman Reigns' diet is when it all went away. Solo Sikoa has not earned the right for anybody, even the people who already do, anybody to acknowledge him as tribal chief when he has done nothing to prove that he is ready for that role. Except gathering some people, all of us can do that. Telling those people to beat up some other people, anybody can do that. And coming out with some new ass K&G ass suit, some gloves, and a hairstyle, and saying, I'm the tribal chief now. No, you're not, buddy. The tribal chief is more than just a nickname. It's more than just a tagline so that when you walk out, Samantha Irvin can say it. It's about family. It's about holding your family together through the good and the bad and the indifferent. And Solo Sikoa has not done that because he ain't been around long enough to go through the good and bad and indifferent. He lost his biggest match so far. Lost. I don't care about Roman. Lost. He went on SmackDown, went against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens and AJ Styles and LA Knight, losing by DQ, getting pinned. Oh, some of that may have been before Roman actually gave him the... That was part of the screening process. If Roman saw that as reference and still decided to make Solo the tribal chief, Roman's stupid too. If he saw Solo getting pinned week after week after week and Roman still decided to do it, that just makes him look worse. So which one is it? Either way, the main point is Solo ain't ready. I want Solo to be ready. I really do. But at this point, he's going to have to beat Roman. He's going to have to beat Roman. Whenever him and Roman collide, he's going to have to beat Roman. And that right there will be the start of him being tribal chief. Right there. If Solo and Roman have a match and Roman Reigns wins, it's done. We're cooked. It's over. And let me break y'all something. Roman's not losing that match. Because if Roman loses that match and Solo's the tribal chief, then that means Rock is going to have to fight Solo. And Rock isn't going to fight Solo. We all know Rock is going to fight Roman for the title of tribal chief. So that means Roman has to beat Solo. Because Roman and Rock is already written down for it. You saw how much it took. Rock had to do a whole documentary lying for 3 hours to us, trying to act like, oh yeah, I came up with the idea of WrestleMania 4. He had to formulate a way to get out of the fact that Roman and Rock didn't happen this year. It's for a fact it's happening at WrestleMania 41. We can't stop it. Solo Sikoa is not going to be the reason why that match don't happen. And don't even say triple threat to me. I know you're about to. I get you canceled the comments. Get out the comments. I know you said triple threat. I know you did. Just shut up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell you shut up. But I'm just don't say that. Okay? That's what everyone. Oh, every time we're in a weird predicament where there happens to be 3 people. Triple threat. No triple threat. Maybe one day y'all feel me. I don't know if y'all feel me now. But this got me hyped up on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. I ain't been this hyped up on TikTok in a little while. This got, I don't know why this burned me up so bad, but last night I had enough. Because the OTC is back and people still trying to talk about some Solo Sikoa. If anyone needs more clarification on this subject, I got time. I'm willing to talk. Let's talk about it.